Welcome back. This is video 3. It's time to feed treats to the bees and sunflower seeds. Then we're going to go to the blue flower field and kill our first rhino beetle and get a look at the outside of the blue headquarters. Basic bees love sunflower seeds. So this is one of those instances where you're doubling your bond by feeding the right bee the right treat. There is a very, very small chance of getting a gifted bee by feeding a bee its favorite treat. Different fields have more of one kind of pollen than another. The mushroom field has more red pollen. The blue flower field has more blue pollen. We're going to finish black bears into the blue quest by going to the blue flower field. We're going to go past the dandelion field, past the mushroom field, past the yellow ramp to the blue flower field. We're going to kill the rhino beetle and see the rad bee spawn red boost tokens. These get you 20% more red pollen from red flowers for 15 seconds, as long as the little buff, that little square in the bottom left corner, is still on your screen. We have to discover 4 different blue bee types in order to get into blue headquarters. And once we've done that, we can use the blue dispenser for blueberries. We won't be able to boost a field until we've discovered 5 different blue bees. While we were in the blue flower field, I made sure to collect every red boost token that popped, because even though there are only blue and white flowers in that field, and it doesn't do us any good in collecting pollen, it's giving the rad bee very small amounts of experience points every time, and it's counting toward our ability token badge. We have one more quest from Black Bear before we're going to get a silver egg. Now, this quest has us getting 1,000 pollen from 3 different fields. Our pollen collection container only holds 750 pollen right now, which would mean going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We have enough honey right now that it's just time to upgrade the pollen container. We also have enough honey left after upgrading the pollen container to buy another basic bee egg, which is good because one of the fields we need to get pollen from is the clover field. The clover field has 2 mobs, which is why we haven't gone to it yet. It has a ladybug and a rhino beetle. I may start cutting out sections where I'm just collecting pollen and nothing particularly interesting is happening. I find it meditative when I'm playing to collect pollen, but I'm not sure how worthwhile it is for these videos, so be prepared for that in the future. While I collect a little bit of pollen in the dandelion field before moving on to the quest, You can see these little white numbers in the field, and they're showing you how much white pollen is being collected for each action by you or by a bee, whatever the case may be. You can see here in the mushroom field that there are white and red numbers because you're collecting pollen from white and red flowers. And when you're attacking your mobs, you will also see each hit or miss that your bees make to the mob and for how much. Super basic. This is the last time probably that I'll draw your attention to these numbers. But we're in the blue flower field, and you'll see blue and white numbers because we're collecting from blue and white flowers. You can also see on the yellow wall to our left that the rhino beetle has a spawn timer, just like every other mob in the game. And sometime after the spawn timer counts down to 0, the rhino beetle will spawn again and you can kill it again. This gets to be more important as we start doing polar bear quests and trying to time the maximization of battle points and getting quests done and prioritizing what to do when. To be strictly clear, the vicious bee as a mob is an exception to the spawn timer rule. The vicious bee spawns in several different fields, and we'll cover more of this later, but it spawns in the clover, spider, rose, cactus, and mountaintop fields, and often you will see its stinger in the field, and sometimes if you're very lucky you'll hear the sound it makes when the stinger breaks through the ground. After we finish making honey, it's time to feed treats to bees again. I'm not sure why I fed sunflower seeds here. I don't remember. I do the narration separately from the gameplay for these videos, but I believe it was to have bees as advanced as possible going into the clover field with the 2 mobs. We're going to walk past the royal jelly dispenser on our way up to the clover field. You can use tickets to get royal jellies, but I really do recommend saving your tickets to buy bees. Faster and the faster you buy bees, the more bees you have, the faster you collect pollen, the more honey you make to then buy the equipment to collect more pollen faster, to repeat the cycle. And you're probably going to get tired of hearing me say it, but really, unless you have to upgrade or you have to buy a bee, save your tickets, save your honey. On the other side of the clover field, we have brown bear and the wealth clock. Brown bear quests are very important because you get a royal jelly as a reward every single time. But brown bear will only give you a quest every 4 hours. So it's important to get the quest, complete the quest, so that that 4-hour clock can start and you can get the next one as soon as possible. We can't use the wealth clock yet because we haven't discovered 5 types of bees. They don't have to be red or blue, they can be any 5, but we don't have 5 anything at this point. The pad I was walking toward that's surrounded by clouds is a pad to summon honeystorms. The higher level player with the fiery scythe summoned a honeystorm. That's why there are honey pops all over the field. They don't last very long. You want to be in or very near a field when they happen, or you're probably just going to miss out. You do need to discover 4 different legendary bees in order to be able to summon a honeystorm. The legendary bees are Music, Ninja, Lion, Diamond, Baby, Demon, and Shy. You will need to discover all 7 types of legendary bees in order to be able to summon your own seedling. We did walk past the slingshot on the way up to the clover field and on the way back down. You have to discover 8 different types of bees in order to be able to use the slingshot. The slingshot will get you past the ramp into the spider field, the bamboo field, and the strawberry field if it falls short. If it goes as far as it can do, and usually does, it'll take you all the way to the pineapple field, the next shop, the intermediate shop, and get you access to the yellow cannon and the science bear, as well as tunnel bear, which you probably won't want to even attempt for some time, but you would have access to all that and the treat dispenser if you joined the Bee Swarm Simulator Club. So we just received the silver egg from Black Bear. Now we get to hatch it and see what kind of bee we've gotten. We discovered a rascal bee, which is our second type of red bee. So we're that much closer to getting into red headquarters. Now I did buy a bee before we got the silver egg from Black Bear. So we've hatched 5 bees and we could go up the ramp into the spider, bamboo, or strawberry fields, but I think we're going to wait until we have a quest that takes us up there because that spider is kind of mean at low levels. I hope you're enjoying these videos and finding them useful. Please click like or subscribe if you are. If there's something in particular you'd like to see or hear about, leave me a comment and I'll do my best to get you that content. Thanks for watching.